a great way to start things out. All right, so you guys were around for Boom Beach yesterday, probably. So we'll just do a quick once over again, just for the sake of streaming all the new games today. Um, so I guess Cliff Notes. The best way to describe this game is if you took Clash of Clans, changed it from a kind of like medieval base defending game to this kind of more modern era army centric defense game. So this right here, what we're looking at is my my island here. So it controls just like Clash of Clans. One finger drag around. You can pinch to zoom in, zoom out. And if you look at the way the messaging works, oh, and no hat today, sorry. If you look at the way the messaging works on this, it's very, very similar to how Clash of Clans was, in that like you see these resources that pop up. We just go through and tap them real quick to collect the gold and the wood and things like that, and then we're good to go. So where we left off last time, the my headquarters, I was just starting to upgrade to level 5, which had a 5-hour timer linked to it. So that completed at some point overnight. So now level 5 gives me the ability to get rocket guys, which I'm going to be doing here after I switch out my troops. So it seems like as I've progressed in the game here, the time required to upgrade my dudes and get more dudes is like increasing significantly. So I'm building a new machine gun here, which is going to take 25 minutes. It's already 35 minutes have passed because it originally was going to take an hour on that. So seems legit, I guess. But very much like Clash of Clans, this is a kind of game that you check out what you're gonna do, and then kind of go do something else. Come back when you need a push alert. Do little things that you do in game. Go do something else. And then come back again. So if you play Clash of Clans or any of these games, very, very similar to how they all work. Same payment structure and everything. I actually loaded myself up with $10 worth of in-app purchase, so I can kind of advance through this quickly just to show what's going on here. So I'm gonna spend some gems to finish loading these dudes into my my craft here. So I've got 3 bazooka guys, 7 of these rifleman guys, and then 2 of these heavy dudes. Additionally, my gunboat. I don't know what I necessarily want to upgrade right now. So I'll spend wood to upgrade this. Oh wait, no, hang on. All right, well here, let me finish this. So here's the rub with this game is that you can't buy more builders. You have to finish whatever your dudes are building at one particular time before you can move on to a different project. And yeah, to answer your question in chat, I bought $15 worth of in-app purchase so far, which it was totally optional. I mean, the only reason I did it was because I kind of want to give people a good idea of what you do in this game, and it's kind of hard to stream a free-to-play game when you play it for a half hour, kind of get through the tutorial, and then have it be like, oh, all right, cool, well, I guess let's come back in a few hours. So completed my machine gun here. And I think the way to go is going to be to either upgrade my landing craft more. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll burn through my wood here to upgrade this, and then use the gems to speed it up. Hopefully can reinforce with more guys. Yeah, okay. So I have this landing craft maxed out. Spend to upgrade that. I don't know how much more I need to upgrade this. All right, cool. So I can reinforce with these guys. So I'm going to have 6 rocket guys, probably 10 soldier dudes. And I'll spend 2 gems to get this rocking. So wait, oh, I guess 4 rocket guys. All right, well, whatever. Still pretty good. I'll just let this tick down instead of spending a gem on it. So, as I mentioned before, you have to, you can only have your villagers doing one thing at a time. So I guess I'll start upgrading the sniper towers here, just to give them something to do while I'm out doing other stuff. So as soon as this 10-second timer goes down here, should be good to go. And yeah, I'm burning through the gems, but you know, I'm doing it intentionally. Like, I could have gotten all of this. It just would have taken me like a few days instead of an hour or whatever. So now I've got my boats loaded out pretty well, with as many dudes as can fit on them. So you tap the icon in the bottom right corner and you go out to the map. Then we're introduced to the bad guy here again. So this is Lieutenant Hammerman, and I'm taking over this village. Soon you'll be my slave. Mwahahaha. Alright, so it seems since we checked this out yesterday, the chests have respawned in the ocean. So we can just go ahead, tap these, which are awarding free diamonds. I managed to get this resource base here yesterday, but it doesn't really seem like it does a whole lot. I can't put more stuff on here. All I can really do is move things around. So I don't really understand what the whole idea behind this is, but whatever. So now that I'm out, I can do 3 things here. I can spend money to reveal parts of the ocean. Like, for instance, this up here, I spend 9,000 gold to explore this. In doing so, I revealed more stuff that I can attack. So everything, the other 2 things that you can do, so like this one here that just says, you know, level 4 with a name, these are kind of NPC, I guess like NPC islands that you can just, you know, take over, destroy, get some resources. And then these ones with the actual red icons are player icons, which we can also go to and blow those dudes up. So I guess in the interest of ramping up slowly, let's deal with the level 4 NPC guys, because these should be fairly simple to deal with. Maxwell, I'm not sure. I haven't actually looked it up. Seem to be doing all right on subscribers for a small channel. Anyway, so first thing you do is you scout out an island, kind of take a look, see what they got, and then we can attack. Attacking costs 390 gold for this one. It seems like that goes up every time you level up, or not. It's been increasing, which, you know, is just kind of a gold sink in the game as well. So when we go to attack, a couple things are going to happen. My like gunship boat, which I don't know what the right word for it is, but it's like a bigger boat that has you know, like guns and artillery that I can fire from the shore here. I can also, with that, guide my dudes around with flares that I shoot. And the reason I'm explaining this is because battles are timed, so you'll see how it all works. So in the third function I can do is heal my guys with like this salvo of I guess healing stuff, like a med kit, whatever you want to call it. So what we want to do here is just attack, and then you'll see how it works. All right, so first things first, typically it has seemed like it's a strong strategy to blow up the mines, because the mines do significant damage to your dudes. And you can't really control too well where your guys run to, so it seems pretty valuable in order to you know, like clear out space so your guys don't just run straight into the mines. So in the past it seemed like a good idea to have my heavies up first, so they're kind of like acting as tanks, you know. So I tap here, this boat lands, these guys run forward. I guess I'll do the rocket guys next, and then the regular soldiers last. So as soon as these guys start taking a little bit of damage, I'm going to throw a med kit into the mix to heal them up, but it's looking like we're going to kill everything way before it becomes an issue, so I'll just do that just to be safe. We kill their base here, and then I get whatever rewards are left over from the NPC base, and then there's usually like a little like dialogue from the people you're saving All right, so as expected, victory. No casualties. Got a bunch of gold, got a bunch of wood, and 1 medal, which seems to be how the like leaderboards work, is with those medals. So I freed up this island here. Didn't lose any guys. Not enough time has passed. Oh, cool. So I just upgraded. So we'll go back to my island. Upgrade my other sniper tower, so it's level 2. Go through and collect my various resources that are here to collect. And then, I guess let's go back out and do some more fighting. So again, this is another level 4 one here, so this is going to be pretty simple. And, you know, as expected, we just have 2 sniper towers. They're not that big of a deal to deal with. The problem here is going to be these barrels that are kind of like creating a wall in front of the sniper towers here. So the problem is that the way that the AI of your guys work is that they will want to run and attack whatever the earliest thing that they come across is, in which case it's going to be these barrels. So my dudes are going to run up and they're going to start attacking the barrels while the sniper towers are just like kicking the crap out of them. So what we're going to do is we're going to start an attack and launch my guys towards the right side of the beach, hoping that when they run forward, they aggro onto one of the sniper towers instead of the weird barrels that are set up there. So we can help them along a little bit by throwing a flare over at the sniper tower. So what that's doing is making my heavies, actually all my troops, target that directly. And we'll do the same thing over here, heal these guys up real quick. So it seems like the absolute worst thing that can happen to you in this is when you lose units. Because losing units is pretty expensive. Both in regards to gold but specifically in regards to time. Because you need to go back to your base and wait for your dudes to kind of respawn and everything else, which is kind of a pain in the ass. So, completed this island, and my dude comes up again and says, "Commander, we've intercepted black card transmissions concerning a secret weapon. It seems they are experimenting with a long-range machine gun encased in titanium armor." It seems they're experimenting with... Alright, well... So, victory, as expected, no casualties. Got gold and wood and metal. So, let's see here. Do I have anything else on here? So I basically need to upgrade my radar next, which is going to allow me to see farther into the ocean. I have 3 other areas that I can reveal here, which might not be a bad idea to spend my gold doing that, actually. So we'll explore here, reveal those guys. So revealing more player characters. So now that we've kind of dealt with a couple of the NPC guys, let's check out fighting an actual player. So let's see, before I do this, let's make sure I have no stuff to do at my base. All right, cool. So I have to collect some wood 2 minutes before the sniper tower is done. So I can pretty easily do some multitasking, going here, scouting out his base, then attacking. So this guy has a pretty tightly knit base. With mines along the front. Those will be easy to avoid. The main threat here is going to be this mortar cannon in the middle. But the thing is, if I can get my dudes to flank around kind of like the southeast side here, I'll be able to take out their buildings in the back without maybe needing to even bother with the sniper tower in the northwest, or I guess the western side of the game. So we'll start attacking, see what happens. Worst case, I lose some dudes. So, So what's tricky is I mentioned that the mortar is going to be the biggest problem because that does area effect damage. So I don't know if I want to necessarily try to hit the sniper tower first. Either way, these mines are pretty much a non-issue. My dudes are going to be taking loads of damage here real quick. Alright, so now I'm going to throw my flare on the mortar cannon. Throw another healing thing out. And then finish it off. All right, and then another flare on that other sniper tower because he's doing some good work on my guys. Hopefully we kill him before we lose the heavy that has aggro. All right, cool. So we're basically in the clear now, and I can just kind of like waste the rest of my points on just shooting from my ship here. So while we're waiting for this battle to pan out, Slick Car and Zat3AM and Twitch Watcher 09. Thanks for following, guys. I appreciate it. Hope you like the stream. So, victory. Received a whole bunch of resources. It seems like beating players gets you the most amount of resources. All right, so our sniper tower level 2 is finished. So go back to my base here. Part of me wonders if I should stop being so offensive and start focusing on defense. Because it has been pretty easy to deal with the various players that I've fought. So I think a good strategy is to try to kind of get my my base here like nestled into these trees. Yeah, sure. All right. So move this dude back over here. So kind of reasonably protected now. These guys here. But, you know, like I said, I haven't yet come across a, or maybe if I have, I don't know, but anyone that has attacked my town yet. So kind of forming a wall around my base here, because that seems like a good idea. Because if nothing else, I will, like, you know, they'll be met with the time limit, which could potentially save my bacon, so to speak. All right, so get this all lined up over here. Let's see. Put my radar tower here instead of there. And you can see where the guns are going to shoot based on, you know, like their little range indicator there. So if I can kind of like box this mortar in, that'll be pretty good. All right, sweet. So I'm pretty satisfied with how this, oh, here, I'll move this over here to make it more difficult to get to the mortar. Pretty satisfied with how this is laid out right now. I guess, I don't know, this building's not that valuable, so I'll leave that there. Kind of scatter my sniper towers around. The idea, the reason I'm doing this is because it seems like when I attack players, they either have their stuff like really grouped together. So I feel like as these dudes come in, they'll be hard to get to the mortar, which seems, at least in my experience, is the most threatening of all the guys that I need to deal with. So there are some mines around too, just for shits. I don't know how many mines I can have. All right, so pretty satisfied with that build out. Like, if I was attacking this, like, that would be pretty difficult to deal with. So we'll see, because like, I feel like a lot of the players that you come across want to kind of defend the beach, whereas it seems like it's better to try to defend your headquarters. Maybe, I don't know. I guess we'll see if anyone ever attacks me. Like, well, what the hell. So upgrade my mortar again. Yeah, well, it's gonna take an hour, but that's fine. Spend some diamonds. Let's see. in order to upgrade this, I need to be level 11, huh? Well, still, we'll upgrade this some more. No, actually, what do I have wood for? All right, cool. So it seems like if you're going to build, or if you're going to spend gems to speed up time and you have the resources, you might as well use the resources because it significantly decreases the amount of gems required to get the building going instantly. So we'll just do 23 there. Then let's see what else. Another sniper tower out just for funds. Put that there. And then I think the last thing I'll do is start this upgrading and then be good to go. All right, so fairly satisfied with this. Collect my various tribute here. And then we'll go out and see if we can take on a little bit more challenging... oh, another chest over here. Let's grab that. Some free diamonds. Let's take on a bit more challenging player. Alright, so this guy kind of is using the same strategy as I am. That mortar is going to be a real bitch to deal with. Like, in fact, I might need to blow all of my... I'm short on gold, but whatever. I might need to blow my mortar cannon from the boat on that. So let's see. All right, cool. So took care of that directly from the boat. Now I'm just gonna walk all these guys in because I can. The focus, however, needs to be on these sniper towers. So hopefully I kill this just in time to throw a first aid kit out. No. All right. Well, I lost one footman guy, which isn't that big of a deal. Although I'm about to lose a heavy, which is not great. Unless I can't kill this machine gun super quick. Alright, cool. Perfect. So, the only casualty I have really here is basically my least useful guy. So, all these guys are finishing the job. Polygraphics 1, Decade00, and Quagsin. Thanks for following. Hope you guys like the stream. Alright, so we'll just throw this out here. Get my dudes up just for fun. Alright, so we got a whole bunch of gold and wood this time. Lost one guy, but it's not that big of a deal. These guys are really easy to come by. So basically reinforced. 50 gold in 1 minute, who cares? While I'm in here, I think I might do some upgrades on my dudes. Level 2 armory I needed, huh? Alright, well, we'll spend gems on that. What the hell? Alright. So, I can upgrade an awful lot of my guys, so just do that. Alright, so that'll help out considerably. Additionally, I'll upgrade my boat. Alright, so what else do I have that I can upgrade? Alright, so I need headquarters level 6. Sure, let's do it. Alright, so in doing that, I've got a bunch of new things that I can unlock and buy and things like that. So let's finish this for 1 gem so I can get my dudes working on more interesting things. Alright, so now I can have a cannon, which requires stone. I do not have stone as a resource yet. Alright, well here, let's get another landing craft out. So that'll be good. I think for this landing craft... maybe more of these rocket guys? Oh god, this craft is only level 2. Ugh. Alright, well, that's okay. While I'm in here, let's get some stone storage cooking. Spend gems on it. It's gonna take an hour to finish. Yeah, what the hell. Support. I don't really know what the sculptor does, but we'll find out. 3 gems, sure. 11 gems, sure. Alright, so what does this do? Alright, so we have no crystals currently. We need to find crystals by destroying enemy bases. Alright, so 4 different types of statues we can build. It's kind of interesting how this is kind of just like throwing different mechanics at you. So, of these statues, I don't know, I guess I can't buy life crystals, huh? Alright, well, we'll try to figure out how we get those crystals, and I guess I might as well build the build this other junk while I'm in here. Sure. Speed it up, what the hell. Another machine gun over here. I feel like if anyone comes to my town here, they're gonna be in for a treat. Alright, so what do we got here now? Let's go back to the ocean. Well, actually, here. Let me soup up this boat first. Upgrade. 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 Cool. Get more of these rocket guys. Reinforce. Sure. Alright, so I feel like this is a very formidable force to kind of go nuts here on some of these other player areas. So we'll just do one more of these and see if I can get a crystal out of it. If not, like, no big deal. So let's see. This dude, I can basically ignore the guns on the northern and western side. Again, I really hate the mortars, so I'm gonna use my guns from the boat to take those out before they start wrecking my dudes. I get heavy up first, and the rocket guys behind them, and then the last guys, and just like basically swarm their base here. So yeah. This is a pretty easy one to do. I'm not really taking any damage at all. So yeah, the highest level I've been able to attack are basically what you're seeing on the screen here. Is I guess this guy was like level 9. Alright, cool. So I got 1 crystal out of that. Alright, Commander, we discovered life fragments from destroying the enemy base. The sculptor can create powerful statues using this material. Cool. So got a whole bunch of gold, a ton of wood. And yeah, so let's go check out the highest level guy that we can actually fight, which is, well here, let me explore this ocean first. Got some diamonds, don't have enough to get that one. So let's see, T-Rip 66. See if his stuff is more intelligently arranged. It's not really, other than he has mines in the back of his base. So we'll go attack them, see what we can get. So if you can see here, the victory reward on this, and I don't know if they lose their resources or how that works out, but it's kind of like really advantageous for you to go after other players. So this is actually going to max out my wood if I beat them, which kind of means I should go back to my base and start doing something with the wood that I have. Sure, I'll take care of that. So what can I do that's going to use the most amount of wood? Let's see. Alright, looks like these are all... Alright, so that's going to use a ton of wood. Cool, so that drains my wood out. Just going to allow me to go here and hopefully take his wood. So let's see. Attack. Blow this mortar thing up over here. Alright, well, not quite totally blown up, but still good enough that I'm not that concerned about it. So, land these guys here. Throw a flare on this so they go that way first. That just needs like one hit instead. Heal these guys while they tank all this stuff. Looks like I lost one of my soldier guys, which is not that huge of a deal. Alright, so Sniper Tower is doing good work on something, so I'm gonna send my guys over there before I lose one of my more valuable units. So yeah. Now I basically just need to wait for these guys to do their thing, and then I will get the stuff. All of this dude's resources. So let's see here. Alright, cool. So get one of my healing things in there. Cool, so you're not stepping at, well, they stepped in that mine, but that's not that big of a deal. I don't know how being attacked works. Like, I haven't actually been attacked myself. So, like, this was actually, like, a huge load of loot that I got out of this. Like, it actually totally tops me off on wood. Gives me a ton of gold. So here, I'll explore this. I'll just pay to upgrade that. What the hell? So I'm at the point where I need to upgrade my radar next. I have plenty of wood to do it. Let's see. I don't have enough crystals to do anything on this yet, so that's fine. What makes me nervous about having so much wood now is I don't know how it works if someone attacks my base. Like, I don't want to lose all the wood that I have. So it seems like you have this like really tricky balancing act of like figuring out how you're going to deal with getting more resources while dealing with the existing resources that you have. So feeling pretty good about this base layout. And we'll just speed this up too. What can I invest a lot of wood in? Alright, so I need level 14 to get that. Stone storage. What about gold storage? Alright, cool. So it seems like you never really want to have like too much of any one resource. And I think we're kind of like hitting the limit of what I can do here on this. So let's just check out this one other player that we have access to. Alright, so this guy built his base super stupid, which, as you'll see here, is going to be very, very, very easy for me to attack. So basically I'm going to take out this tower just because they seem most threatening. I don't know if that strategy is stupid or not. It could be. Send my dudes up over this way. Put a flare on this tower. Alright, and then we just need one flare there. Basically shoot that thing once. It's toast. Alright, then we'll just go straight to the back here. These other towers are really doing too much. Alright, cool. So, taking some serious... Well, I lost one of my rocket guys from his mines, but at the end of the day, it basically doesn't matter, because the way that he set up his base here, like, the one sniper tower and the machine gun are basically totally irrelevant, so... Heal my guys up just because I can. And then hopefully get loads of loot. Alright, cool. So lost 3 of my rocket guys, which is pretty bad. But whatever. And that's about all I can do right now, other than go after these NPC areas, which aren't very interesting. So I have, however, found... Alright, so... This dude, I just revealed a piece of the ocean. It says, "So you found my secret base. I'll enjoy a coffee while I watch your troops get mowed down." So this is probably an NPC that's going to behave an awful lot. We'll just scout it out just for fun. So 3 pretty challenging weapons there. I guess it kind of makes sense that this is kind of like a boss encounter, right? Because there's an awful lot of rewards over here between like stone and gold and wood and stuff like that. And then, yeah, it's kind of basically the way that Boom Beach works. Collecting your resources, killing dudes, refreshing your dudes when they die. Just reinforce, let that roll. I'm not going to do anything else with it. Hopefully my base is pretty good. Should probably upgrade my vault eventually. But whatever, if I lose some of my wood, like, worse things have happened. So, yeah.